6, 9. 8, 6, 9.
Hello there YouTube, today we received a new device and this time it's a laser engraver by Longer. It's called the Longer Ray 5 10 watts and we're going to test out what kind of output this machine has. The assembly was pretty straightforward and there was not any issues by assembling this machine. To boot up the machine, you press the button. You can hear the fans going on and everything. So the boot up is pretty fast, it's already booted up. It's a 400 by 400 engraving volume. This kind of machine does not engrave really fast, but it does a pretty big surface to engrave and cut. You will also get an USB cable, that's like a printer cable, comes with it, and you can use this, you will have to use this to connect to your laptop or any device that has an USB port and can run the software, but you can also go through Wi-Fi. I'll just demonstrate how it works. So you press on Engrave and then you choose the Engrave model and then you press first on frame, so it will show you where it's going to engrave. So when you're happy with the placing of the engravement, you just press on confirm. And guys, always wear your protective glasses. I have another one on now, but always wear these because without these you will have critical damage to your eyes. So make sure you have it so that nothing gets through to your precious eyes. As you guys can see, it's pretty fast. You do need a good ventilated room to engrave stuff like this, because otherwise it's gonna smell a lot of burnt wood if you're engraving on wood. It also has some sort of pitching noise when it's engraving. So in my opinion, it's not really like for a household gadget, if you want to call it a gadget. It's more of a workshop gadget. That's it. So now let's check out what it has brought up to us. It's this. It's pretty deep. It's not just an engravement, as you guys might be able to see, it's like a 1 millimeter down into the wood. These are just the test plates, and yes, it really does its job. And I think it didn't take long to engrave this, which is a great thing. What we also have engraved is something also on the SD card, which is this. The depth of this is less than this one, but it also came out really like without any edges that's been burned, so that's a really good thing. So the fan on there is really doing its job. And we also engraved this AIM-6 Mag, and this one also has a 1 millimeter engravement, well, depth of it, so you can see it's really a nice engravement. To be honest, I wasn't sure what to expect from this kind of machine because I use Laser Packer 4, and that is a different kind of machine. The surface you can engrave on it is much smaller, so to compare it with this one, it is a slower machine, that's for sure, but it is a much larger surface you can engrave and cut. You have to adjust this setup. The laser focus has to be always right, and you determine it with the help of this thing that has been provided. It's a metal bit that you put on the back side of it. This is the distance that measures from the back of the system laser module how much the distance between the laser and the object is, and it has to be always the right distance, otherwise it won't engrave as well. It won't be able to engrave as focused, and you will run into problems in that case. So I also downloaded this bit that goes onto feet on every corner. So the feet go in here, and this rests on the table. So what this does is it enables you to put a honeycomb on there, 500 by 500. So it's a nice feature, it's a nice add-on. You can download it. I will put the links in the description below. I remixed this into this, so you have a larger feet. So you can put larger objects underneath longer Ray 5. So that's why you can have like more of a thick things that you can engrave, and it really works well. You guys might know you can't offset these machines unless you take these knobs on the left and the right here off and you adjust it, but the limitations there is about 5 centimeters. So yes, that is like a limitation of this kind of setup, which I really am not a fan of, to be honest. You also have a panic button here. Once you press it, it closes the whole system in any emergency situation, which is a really nice thing. You have to unlock it this way and it starts by itself again. You also have on top here a micro SD card slot that you easily can take the micro SD card off or put it inside there, and it will automatically detect it. So to engrave something else, we just put the material you want to engrave on there. Then you get to the menu here and you press engrave, and then you have on the SD card we have 3 options, and let's take this one and you press frame. Once you pressed frame, it will frame whatever is going to be engraved, and you just adjust where it's supposed to come. And if it's not right, you can just go back and frame again. Once you determine that's the place, exact place you want to engrave on, you go back to your menus here, and on the menu you just press that. You can add the times that it's going to engrave it, and you can also reduce it or add, but we're going to press confirm, and the engraving starts. So it did take some time to engrave it, but we have now several owls that came out. And yes, the deeper you go with the engraving, the longer it's going to take. But as you guys can see, the quality output on it, it's really nice. Laser engraver, longer Ray 5, 10 watts, is really doing its job, and I'm pleased with it. I will put the links in the description below what this machine comes at, and you can also have the 5 watts version, which will be only for engraving. This is engraving and cutting, and the 20 watts is more focused on cutting, but you can also engrave with it. For the price point, it's a really nice build, and that's what I want to put forward as a positive thing about it. And another positive thing is it's easy to assemble it. You have to put the frame onto each other, and the x-axis is already kind of there for you. The size that it can engrave and cut in, it's really like you need something like this. You can even buy an extension kit to make it even double the size, and in the Y direction you can make it like very long. So anyways guys, this was part 1, so it was just a setup that I wanted to show you guys and how it works and how good it performs. So far so good. It's a nice build, nice design. The second part will be more in depth, so we can go more like how deep it can cut and how accurate or big that it can engrave. So stay tuned for the second part. Thank you guys for watching this video. Hit the thumbs up if you liked the video, hit the thumbs down if you didn't like the video. Subscribe to my channel if you would like to see more content like this in the future. Bye.